Life. Sometimes we chase external ideals, forgetting that the most unique beauty lies within ourselves, in what makes us different, and how we confidently shine in our own way. True peace isn't in some distant place, but a state of mind, the ability to find stillness amidst chaos, and to accept everything that comes our way gently. Whenever we feel insecure, remember, that's a sign to look back at ourselves, to understand the root cause, and to rebuild self-confidence in a solid way. Love is not about possession, but freedom for both, the ability to uplift and support each other's growth, and together create memorable moments in life. Compassion isn't weakness or leniency, but an inner strength that helps us overcome negative emotions, release resentment, and live a more peaceful life. Dreams are not just distant desires, but a lighthouse guiding our way. Even in the darkest nights, hold on to your faith, and constantly steer your life's ship towards that light. Time is a relentless flow. Don't let yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's worries steal the precious present moment. Live every breath fully, because this is all we truly have. Genuine listening isn't just hearing what others say, but feeling what they don't express. The deep emotions hidden in their hearts. That's when true love is truly given. When facing failure, don't quickly get discouraged. See it as a valuable lesson, an opportunity for us to reflect, adjust our direction, and be stronger for life's next journeys. Self-belief, like a small seed, it needs to be planted with patience, watered with effort. Then one day it will sprout into a sturdy ancient tree, bearing sweet fruit for life. Forgiveness is not forgetting or condoning wrong, but freeing yourself from the burden of resentment, so your soul can be at peace, and ready to embrace better things in the future. Every life story, no matter how tragic, conceals a meaningful message, a lesson about resilience, about compassion, and about the ability to overcome all adversities. Sincerity, a miraculous language. It has the power to connect hearts, build solid trust, and create strong relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Gratitude, a simple miracle. It transforms obvious things into precious gifts, helping us appreciate what we have even more, and opening our hearts to embrace the good things waiting ahead. Change is an inevitable part of life. Don't try to resist it, but learn to adapt and embrace it, because it is in transformation that we can find new opportunities for self-development. Courage is not the absence of fear, but daring to face that fear, and still moving forward on the path you have chosen, even knowing that many challenges and difficulties await. Giving without expecting anything in return is one of the noblest actions. It not only brings joy to the recipient, but also enriches the giver's soul, planting seeds of love and spreading warmth to everyone. True friendship, like a precious gem, it needs to be cherished and preserved, because a true friend will be by your side in both happy and difficult times. A strong anchor for the soul. Whenever we feel stuck, take a moment, breathe deeply, and listen to your inner voice, because sometimes the answers to complex problems lie right within the stillness of our soul. Perseverance is not non-stop work, but never giving up on your goals, even when everything seems to be against you, because sweet rewards always come to the persistent. Compassion, a noble quality. It helps us feel the pain of others, and urges us to act to soothe wounds, bringing warmth to souls in need. Creating sharing, the courage to be yourself, is not defying all rules, but daring to express personal opinions, daring to pursue passions, and daring to live a life without regrets. Even if criticized, every smile we give, even unintentionally, has the power to spread joy, brightening an entire day. Smile often. because it is the universal language of happiness, connecting everyone. Gratitude for challenges is sometimes difficult, but it is in those difficulties that we find our inner strength and ability to overcome. So we become stronger. Love is acceptance, not trying to change others to fit our will, but loving them for all they are, both their good qualities and their flaws. An unconditional love, stillness, is not emptiness, but a sacred space for us to connect more deeply with our true self. Listen to our inner voice, and find inner peace, away from the noise. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, has the power to make a huge difference. Sow seeds of love every day, to make life more beautiful, and spread positivity. True freedom is not the absence of constraints, but the ability to choose how we react to what happens in life. It is the liberation of the soul from negativity and pressure. Faith in the future is the guiding light that leads us through the night of uncertainty. Never lose faith, because it is the motivation for us to continue striving. Building better things, appreciating simple things, is the key to unlocking happiness. It helps us realize that joy does not lie in grand things, but in the ordinary moments of life, right before our eyes. When we learn to accept what cannot be changed, we will find our souls lighter. Acceptance is an important step to finding peace. No longer resisting reality. Resilience is not never crying, but the ability to get up after every fall, wipe away tears, and continue walking on the path we have chosen. With a firm mindset, every new day is a fresh start, an opportunity for us to begin again, to correct past mistakes, and to paint a brighter picture of life with the colors of hope and optimism. Sharing is not just reducing others' burdens, but also a way for us to enrich our own souls, creating meaningful and deep connections, strengthening the community. Gratitude for everything, even the smallest things, will give you a positive outlook on life, and help you find joy in every moment, turning life into a gift. Self-control is not controlling everything around you, but controlling yourself, controlling your reactions to what happens in life, to always maintain composure. Every time we help others, we not only bring them joy, but also sow seeds of kindness in our own souls, making life more meaningful, and feeling fulfilled. Calmness is not indifference or apathy, but the ability to maintain clarity in stressful situations, to make the most sound decisions, without being swayed by emotions. Self-love is the foundation of all relationships. When we love and appreciate ourselves, we can spread love to those around us most sincerely. Without selfishness, living a meaningful life is not living without regrets, but learning to accept mistakes, learning to love yourself, and learning to live every moment to the fullest, so that each day is a valuable experience. Humans, a complex entity, always harbor countless contradictions and surprises. Sometimes we wonder if we truly understand ourselves, and that is a never-ending journey of discovery throughout life. Life is not a straight road, but a labyrinth with many turns, sometimes thorny, sometimes smooth, but the important thing is that we dare to walk, dare to face challenges, and then find our own way out. Our true selves are not the sum of what others see, but a vivid tapestry of experiences, whispered dreams, and core values that only we truly understand and perceive. Every scar on the soul, no matter how painful, is a testament to resilience, showing that we have lived, felt, and overcome life's storms with extraordinary strength. Loneliness is not the absence of someone, but a state of mind, a precious moment for us to be still, listen to our inner voice, and connect more deeply with our inner self. Finding peace, true happiness, is not seeking luxury, sparkling things outwardly, but the ability to cherish simple moments, familiar smiles, and peace right within the home of our soul. Dreams are not just vague aspirations, but a lighthouse illuminating our path. They urge us forward, overcoming all shadows of doubt. Then one day we will reach the shining shore of success. Time, an incessant flow. Don't let past regrets or future worries steal the precious present moment. Live every breath fully, because this is all we truly have. The only moment. Understanding is not just hearing what others say with our ears, but feeling the deep hidden emotions, the things they cannot express in words. That's when true love is genuinely given. From heart to heart, when facing failure, don't quickly give up or get disheartened. See it as a valuable lesson, an opportunity for us to reflect, adjust our direction, and be stronger for life's next journeys. Continuously striving. Self-belief. Like a tiny seed, it needs to be planted with patience, watered with daily effort. Then one day it will sprout into a sturdy ancient tree, bearing sweet fruit for life. Forgiveness is not forgetting or condoning wrong, but freeing yourself from the burden of resentment, so your soul can be at peace and ready to embrace better things in the future. Living lighter. Every life story, no matter how tragic or happy, contains a meaningful message, a lesson about resilience, about compassion, and about the ability to overcome all adversities. Then we appreciate life even more. Sincerity, a miraculous language that needs no words. It has the power to connect hearts, build solid trust, and create strong relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Gratitude, a simple miracle. It transforms obvious things into precious gifts, helping us appreciate what we have even more, and opening our hearts to embrace the good things waiting ahead. Bringing fulfillment. Change is an inevitable part of life. Don't try to resist or avoid it, but learn to adapt and embrace it. Because it is in transformation that we can find new opportunities for self-development. Courage is not the absence of fear, but daring to face that fear, and still moving forward on the path we have chosen, even knowing that there are many challenges and difficulties ahead. Not backing down, giving without expecting anything in return, is one of the noblest human actions. It not only brings joy to the recipient, but also enriches the giver's soul, planting seeds of love and spreading warmth to everyone. True friendship, like a precious gem, it needs to be cherished and carefully preserved, because a true friend will be by our side in both joyful and difficult times. A strong anchor for the soul, never abandoning us. Whenever we feel stuck, take a moment, breathe deeply, and listen to our inner voice. Because sometimes, the answers to complex problems lie right within the stillness of our soul, waiting for us to discover. Focusing on the present is the key to unlocking happiness. Don't let your mind wander to the past or worry about a distant future. Live fully in this moment, because this is all we truly have. The greatest gift. Difficulties don't make us fall. They make us stronger, more resilient, and much more capable. Each time we overcome a challenge, we discover our own hidden potentials. Continuously striving. Gratitude for small things is the foundation of a fulfilling, happy life. It helps us view the world with a positive outlook and appreciate every simplest moment, transforming them into something extraordinary. When we learn to let go of the burdens of the past, we will find our souls lighter. Free yourself from things that no longer serve your growth, so your soul can soar freely. Each of us is a unique story. Don't try to be a copy of others. Respect your own differences, and live true to your own unique nature. Not blending in. Forgiving yourself is the first step to healing emotional wounds. It helps us accept past mistakes, and move forward with a serene soul, no longer bound by the past. Honesty, though sometimes difficult to accept, is the foundation of all lasting relationships. It builds trust and brings absolute peace of mind to those around you. Creating transparency and reliability. Hope, like a guiding light in the dark night of uncertainty. Never lose hope, because it is the motivation for us to keep striving, no matter how difficult the path may be. Continuous learning is not just knowledge from books, but also lessons from life, from those around us. Open your heart to embrace all new things, because knowledge is infinite and constantly evolving. Compassion, a noble quality. It helps us feel the pain of others, and urges us to act to soothe wounds, bringing warmth to souls in need. Creating deep sharing, the courage to be yourself, is not defying all rules, but daring to express personal opinions, daring to pursue passions, and daring to live a life without regrets, even if criticized or misunderstood. Every smile we give, even unintentionally, has the power to spread joy, brightening even a gloomy day. Smile often, because it is the universal language of happiness, connecting everyone without barriers. Gratitude for challenges is sometimes difficult, but it is in those difficulties that we find our inner strength and ability to overcome. So we become much stronger. Love is acceptance, not trying to change others to fit our will, but loving them for all they are, both their good qualities and their flaws. An unconditional love, stillness, is not emptiness, but a sacred space for us to connect more deeply with our true self. Listen to our inner voice, and find inner peace within, far from external noise. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, has the power to make a huge difference. Sow seeds of love every day, to make life more beautiful, and spread positivity to every corner. True freedom is not the absence of constraints, but the ability to choose how we react to what happens in life. It is the liberation of the soul from unnecessary negativity and pressure. Faith in the future is the guiding light that leads us through the night of uncertainty. Never lose faith, because it is the motivation for us to continue striving, creating better things for ourselves. Appreciating simple things is the key to opening the door to happiness. It helps us realize that joy is not found in grand things, but in the ordinary moments of life, right before our eyes. When we learn to accept what cannot be changed, we will find our souls lighter. Acceptance is an important step to finding peace, no longer resisting reality. Resilience is not never crying or being weak, but the ability to get up after every fall, wipe away tears, and continue walking on the path we have chosen. With a steady mindset, every new day is a fresh start, an opportunity for us to begin again, to correct past mistakes, and to paint a brighter picture of life with the colors of hope and optimism. Sharing is not just alleviating others' burdens, but also a way for us to enrich our own souls, creating meaningful and deep connections, binding the community together. Gratitude for everything, even the smallest things, will give you a positive outlook on life, and help you find joy in every moment, transforming life into a priceless gift. Self-control is not controlling everything around you, but controlling yourself, controlling your reactions to what happens in life, to always maintain composure and rationality. Every time we help others, we not only bring them joy, but also sow seeds of kindness in our own souls, making life more meaningful, and feeling fulfilled. Calmness is not indifference or apathy, but the ability to maintain clarity in stressful situations, to make the most sound decisions, without being swayed by emotions. Self-love is the foundation of all relationships. When we love and appreciate ourselves, we can spread love to those around us most sincerely, without selfishness or calculation. Living a meaningful life is not living without any mistakes, but learning to accept mistakes, learning to love yourself, and learning to live every moment to the fullest, so that each day is a valuable experience. Authenticity, sometimes the hardest thing, but it is the key to unlocking peace, helping us live true to our nature, without needing to hide or pretend. When we let go of the fear of the future, we will find the present becomes more beautiful. Trust in life's journey, and know that everything unfolds in its own way. Perseverance is not running fast, but walking steadily without stopping, taking small steps, making small efforts, and eventually, we will achieve the goal we long for. Every word we utter carries energy. Speak kind, encouraging words, and inspire, because they have the power to change a day, a life, and even the world, not just for others but for ourselves. Continuous learning, like an ever-flowing stream. It helps us broaden our horizons, enrich our knowledge, and constantly improve ourselves, to always be ready for new challenges. The courage to face the truth, no matter how harsh it may be, because only by facing the truth can we find solutions, and walk on the path of truth. Love is not an obligation, but a priceless gift, a voluntary choice. It makes our lives more meaningful, warmer, and more worth living. Silence, sometimes even more powerful than 1,000 words. It is a space for us to listen to our inner voice, to reflect, and to find deep peace within our soul. The true value of a life is not in how long we live, but in how we live, in what we have given, and the marks we leave on this world. Fear, if we let it control us, will become an invisible chain. Break that chain with courage, because true freedom only comes when we dare to face fear. Optimism is not denying difficulties, but seeing opportunities in every challenge, trusting in one's own abilities, and continuously seeking positive solutions. Happiness is not the final destination, but small moments on the journey. It's appreciating what we have, and the joy of living each day. Perseverance, like water eroding stone, it works tirelessly, undeterred by any obstacle, and eventually reaches its goal. Believe in your own enduring strength. Listening to others is not just hearing what they say, but also feeling the emotions behind the words, so we can understand more deeply and build genuine relationships. Difficulties sometimes are the best teachers. They constantly challenge our will and determination, and when we overcome them, we realize how much stronger we have become, and how much more mature in every aspect. Peace is not the absence of all problems, but the ability to find stillness within your soul, even when everything around is chaotic. That is inner strength, helping others, not for the expectation of reciprocation, but for the joy of giving. That's how we sow seeds of love, and then, our lives will become much richer and more meaningful. Failure is not an end, but a comma, an opportunity for us to reflect, learn from mistakes, and start over with a new spirit, a stronger determination than ever. Change is an immutable law of life. Don't try to hold on to what's past. Open your heart to embrace new things, because it is in change that we find opportunities to develop and improve ourselves. Courage is not the absence of fear, but daring to face that fear, and still continuing on the path we have chosen, even knowing that there are many challenges ahead. Sincerity, like light, it penetrates through all layers of falsehood, and then touches the heart of the person opposite, creating lasting and meaningful relationships in life. Freedom is not doing whatever you want, but not being bound by worries, fears, or prejudices. It is a state of the soul being liberated, living true to its own nature. Sharing, even just a story, a smile, or a simple moment, has the power to soothe pain, to connect souls, and to spread joy to everyone. Gratitude, a simple miracle. It turns obvious things into precious gifts, helping us appreciate what we have even more, and see life with a more positive outlook. Self-discovery, a long and challenging journey, but also the most valuable one. Because when you truly understand yourself, you will know how to live a complete and more meaningful life. Faith, like a seed, it needs to be sown with patience, watered with effort, then, one day, it will sprout into a sturdy ancient tree, bearing sweet fruit for life. Compassion, an invisible thread connecting all of us. It does not discriminate between rich or poor, high or low. It is a common language that anyone can understand, and feel its warmth. Stillness, a valuable space for us to set aside the hustle and bustle of life, to listen to our inner voice, to find deep peace, and to recharge energy for the next journeys. Learning is an ongoing process. No matter your age, you can always find new things to explore, to broaden your horizons, and to improve yourself every day. Prioritize. Don't let life sweep you into unimportant things. Clearly define your core values, meaningful goals, so that every step you take has direction and brings the highest effectiveness. A smile, a magical language. It needs no translation. It has the power to soothe all sorrows, bring joy, and spread positive energy to everyone around you. Smile often. Sincerity is not a choice, but a way of life. It is the foundation of all lasting relationships, and a way to build trust in others. Empathy, like candlelight in the dark night. It illuminates pain, soothes wounds, and brings hope to lost souls. Live with empathy, understanding, not just with your ears, but with your whole heart. That is the key to building deep relationships, understanding other souls, and spreading love. Giving is not losing, but gaining. It is how we enrich our souls, how we sow seeds of love, and then, one day, we will reap much better things. Passion is the fire that ignites life. It urges us to overcome all difficulties and challenges, to pursue what we love, and to turn dreams into reality. Respect is not just treating others kindly, but respecting differences, opposing viewpoints, because it is in diversity that we learn so much. Creativity is not an innate ability of a few people, but a hidden potential within each of us. Dare to think differently, dare to do differently, to create unique and meaningful things. New beginnings. Don't be afraid to start over from scratch. Every new beginning is an opportunity to correct mistakes, to learn from experience, and to become stronger. Optimism is not an illusion, but a choice, a positive attitude. It helps us view problems more objectively and find the best solutions. Self-respect is not arrogance, but the ability to recognize your own worth, to constantly improve yourself, and to live a meaningful life, without shame to your conscience. Connection. In this increasingly isolated world, connecting with people around you, with nature, with yourself, is extremely important. It brings peace and happiness. Forgiving yourself. This is sometimes even harder than forgiving others, but it is an important step to free yourself from the burdens of the past and move forward. Living fully is not doing everything perfectly, but living with all your enthusiasm, passion, and gratitude, so that every moment becomes memorable and meaningful. Gratitude, like a tonic for the soul. It helps us view life with a more positive lens, turning ordinary things into small miracles. Patience is not passively waiting, but working tirelessly, with a firm belief in your goal, and never giving up on your dream. Inner happiness is not something we can find externally, but a treasure hidden deep within our soul. It blossoms from peace, gratitude, and self-acceptance. The power of words. Every word we utter has the power to build or destroy. Speak kind, encouraging words, and inspire, to make life better. Friendship, a precious gift that life bestows. It is sharing, understanding, and unconditional support, a place where we can find comfort and joy in difficult times. Self-love is not selfishness, but the foundation for us to genuinely love others. Because when we are full of love, we can give most completely. True love isn't something we rush to find, but a natural flow of understanding, of selflessness and unconditional sharing. It comes when we least expect it, and stays when we know how to cherish it. This life, sometimes we keep chasing after distant things, forgetting that true happiness lies right in the simple things. Peaceful moments with those we love, and how we perceive this world. Our true selves aren't the perfect version others want us to be, but a unique story being written every day, with pages of joy, sorrow, and valuable lessons from stumbles. Every challenge in life, no matter how arduous, is an opportunity for us to discover the hidden strength within ourselves. To realize that we are more resilient, and much more capable than we think. Gratitude, a simple miracle. It transforms obvious things into precious gifts, helping us see life with a more positive outlook, and appreciate every moment we have. Every breath. Dreams are not just vague aspirations, but a lighthouse illuminating our path. They urge us forward, overcoming all shadows of doubt. Then one day we will reach the shining shore of brilliant success. Time, a priceless gift. Don't let past regrets or future worries steal the precious present moment. Live every breath fully, because this is all we truly have. The only gift. Forgiveness isn't just freeing others from their mistakes, but also freeing ourselves from the burden of resentment, so our soul can be at peace, and ready to embrace better things in the future. Whenever we feel lost, take a moment, breathe deeply, and listen to your inner voice, because sometimes, the answers to complex problems lie right within the stillness of our soul. Love isn't possession, but freedom for both souls. The ability to uplift and support each other's growth, and together create memorable, meaningful moments in life. Resilience isn't never falling, but the ability to rise after every fall, wipe away tears, and continue walking on the path we have chosen with a strong, relentless spirit. Compassion isn't weakness, but an inner strength that helps us overcome negative emotions, let go of resentment, and live a more peaceful life. With an open heart, true happiness doesn't lie in possessing many material things, but in the ability to find joy in the simplest details. In the morning sun, birdsong, or a warm smile from a stranger. Change is an inevitable part of life. Don't try to resist or avoid it, but learn to adapt and embrace it, because it is in transformation that we can find new opportunities for self-development. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but daring to face that fear, and still moving forward on the path we have chosen, even knowing that many challenges and difficulties await. Giving without expecting anything in return is one of the noblest human actions. It not only brings joy to the recipient, but also enriches the giver's soul, planting seeds of love and spreading warmth to everyone. True friendship, like a precious gem, it needs to be cherished and carefully preserved, because a true friend will be by your side in both joyful and difficult times. A strong anchor for the soul. Whenever we feel stuck, take a moment, breathe deeply, and listen to your inner voice, because sometimes, the answers to complex problems lie right within the stillness of our soul. Waiting to be discovered, focusing on the present, is the key to unlocking happiness. Don't let your mind wander to the past or worry about a distant future. Live fully in this moment. Because this is all we truly have. Difficulties don't make us fall. They make us stronger, more resilient, and much more capable. Each time we overcome a challenge, we discover our own hidden potentials. Continuously striving, gratitude for small things, is the foundation of a fulfilling, happy life. It helps us view the world with a positive outlook and appreciate every simplest moment, transforming them into something extraordinary. When we learn to let go of the burdens of the past, we will find our souls lighter. Free yourself from things that no longer serve your growth, so your soul can soar freely. Each of us is a unique story. Don't try to be a copy of others. Respect your own differences, and live true to your own unique nature. Not blending in. Forgiving yourself is the first step to healing emotional wounds. It helps us accept past mistakes and move forward with a serene soul, no longer bound by the past. Honesty, though sometimes difficult to accept, is the foundation of all lasting relationships. It builds trust and brings absolute peace of mind to those around you. Creating transparency and reliability. Hope, like a guiding light in the dark night of uncertainty. Never lose hope, because it is the motivation for us to keep striving, no matter how difficult the path may be. Continuous learning is not just knowledge from books, but also lessons from life, from those around us. Open your heart to embrace all new things, because knowledge is infinite and constantly evolving. Empathy, a noble quality. It helps us feel the pain of others, and urges us to act to soothe wounds, bringing warmth to souls in need. Creating deep sharing, the courage to be yourself, is not defying all rules, but daring to express personal opinions, daring to pursue passions, and daring to live a life without regrets, even if criticized or misunderstood. Every smile we give, even unintentionally, has the power to spread joy, brightening even a gloomy day. Smile often, because it is the universal language of happiness, connecting everyone without barriers. Gratitude for challenges is sometimes difficult, but it is in those difficulties that we find our inner strength and ability to overcome. So we become much stronger. Love is acceptance, not trying to change others to fit our will, but loving them for all they are, both their good qualities and their flaws. An unconditional love, stillness, isn't emptiness, but a sacred space for us to connect more deeply with our true self. Listen to our inner voice, and find inner peace within, far from external noise. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, has the power to make a huge difference. Sow seeds of love every day, to make life more beautiful, and spread positivity to every corner. True freedom isn't the absence of constraints, but the ability to choose how we react to what happens in life. It is the liberation of the soul from unnecessary negativity and pressure. Faith in the future is the guiding light that leads us through the night of uncertainty. Never lose faith, because it is the motivation for us to continue striving, creating better things for ourselves. Appreciating simple things is the key to opening the door to happiness. It helps us realize that joy is not found in grand things, but in the ordinary moments of life, right before our eyes. When we learn to accept what cannot be changed, we will find our souls lighter. Acceptance is an important step to finding peace, no longer resisting reality. Resilience isn't never crying or being weak, but the ability to rise after every fall, wipe away tears, and continue walking on the path we have chosen. With a steady mindset, every new day is a fresh start, an opportunity for us to begin again, to correct past mistakes, and to paint a brighter picture of life with the colors of hope and optimism. Sharing isn't just alleviating others' burdens, but also a way for us to enrich our own souls, creating meaningful and deep connections, binding the community together. Gratitude for everything, even the smallest things, will give you a positive outlook on life and help you find joy in every moment, transforming life into a priceless gift. Self-control isn't controlling everything around you, but controlling yourself, controlling your reactions to what happens in life, to always maintain composure and rationality. Every time we help others, we not only bring them joy, but also sow seeds of kindness in our own souls, making life more meaningful and feeling fulfilled. Calmness isn't indifference or apathy, but the ability to maintain clarity in stressful situations, to make the most sound decisions without being swayed by emotions. Self-love is the foundation of all relationships. When we love and appreciate ourselves, we can spread love to those around us most sincerely, without selfishness or calculation. Living a meaningful life isn't living without any mistakes, but learning to accept mistakes, learning to love yourself, and learning to live every moment to the fullest. Deriving lessons. Authenticity, sometimes the hardest thing, but it is the key to unlocking peace, helping us live true to our nature, without needing to hide or pretend. When we let go of the fear of the future, we will find the present becomes more beautiful. Trust in life's journey, and know that everything unfolds in its own way, naturally. Perseverance isn't running fast or rushing, but walking steadily without stopping, taking small steps, aiming for a goal, then eventually, we will achieve the success we long for. Every word we utter carries energy. Speak kind, encouraging words, and inspire, because they have the power to change a day, a life, and even the world, not just for others but for ourselves. Continuous learning, like an ever-flowing stream, it helps us broaden our horizons, enrich our knowledge, and constantly improve ourselves, to always be ready for new challenges. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but knowing fear but still daring to face it, daring to move forward, because sometimes, the scariest thing is not daring to do anything at all, not daring to act. Love isn't something we seek externally, but something we give from our own heart. It blossoms from understanding, sharing, and compassion, making our lives more meaningful and warm. Silence, sometimes even more powerful than 1,000 words. It is a space for us to listen to our inner voice, to reflect, and to find deep peace within our soul, escaping the noise. The true value of a person isn't in what they own or their social status, but in how they treat others, in their kindness, compassion, and the meaningful contributions they bring to the community. Fear, if we let it control us, will become an invisible chain. Break that chain with courage, because true freedom only comes when we dare to face fear. Optimism isn't denying reality or difficulties, but the ability to see light even in the darkest nights. It is a lighthouse guiding us through storms, and believing in a brighter tomorrow. Happiness isn't the final destination, but a journey. It is the sum of experiences, lessons, and challenges. Enjoy every step, because life is a continuous discovery. Perseverance, like water eroding stone, it works tirelessly, undeterred by any obstacle, and eventually reaches its goal. Believe in your own enduring strength, never giving up, listening, not just with your ears, but with your whole heart. It is the key to understanding others, to building genuine relationships, and to spreading empathy in life. Connecting people. Difficulties sometimes are the best teachers. They constantly challenge our will and determination. And when we overcome them, we realize how much stronger we have become, and how much more mature in every aspect. Peace isn't the absence of all problems, but the ability to find stillness within your soul, even when everything around is chaotic. That is inner strength, helping others, not for the expectation of reciprocation, but for the joy of giving. That's how we sow seeds of love. And then, our lives will become much richer and more meaningful. Failure isn't an end, but a comma, an opportunity for us to reflect, learn from mistakes, and start over with a new spirit, a stronger determination than ever before. Change is an immutable law of life. Don't try to hold on to what's past. Open your heart to embrace new things. Because it is in change that we find opportunities to develop and improve ourselves. Courage isn't the absence of fear, but daring to face that fear, and still continuing on the path we have chosen, even knowing that there are many challenges ahead. Sincerity, like light, it penetrates through all layers of falsehood, and then touches the heart of the person opposite, creating lasting and meaningful relationships in life. Freedom isn't doing whatever you want, but not being bound by worries, fears, or prejudices. It is a state of the soul being liberated, living true to its own nature. Sharing, even just a story, a smile, or a simple moment, has the power to soothe pain, to connect souls, and to spread joy to everyone. Gratitude, a simple miracle. It turns obvious things into precious gifts, helping us appreciate what we have even more, and see life with a more positive outlook. Self-discovery, a long and challenging journey, but also the most valuable one. Because when you truly understand yourself, you will know how to live a complete and more meaningful life. Faith, like a seed, it needs to be sown with patience, watered with effort, then, one day, it will sprout into a sturdy ancient tree, bearing sweet fruit for life. Compassion, an invisible thread connecting all of us. It does not discriminate between rich or poor, high or low. It is a common language that anyone can understand, and feel its warmth. Stillness, a valuable space for us to set aside the hustle and bustle of life, to listen to our inner voice, to find deep peace, and to recharge energy for the next journeys. Learning is an ongoing process. No matter your age, you can always find new things to explore, to broaden your horizons, and to improve yourself every day. Prioritize. Don't let life sweep you into unimportant things. Clearly define your core values, meaningful goals, so that every step you take has direction and brings the highest effectiveness. A smile, a magical language. It needs no translation. It has the power to soothe all sorrows, bring joy, and spread positive energy to everyone around you. Smile often. Sincerity is not a choice, but a way of life. It is the foundation of all lasting relationships, and a way to build trust in others. Empathy, like candlelight in the dark night. It illuminates pain, soothes wounds, and brings hope to lost souls. Live with empathy, understanding, not just with your ears, but with your whole heart. That is the key to building deep relationships, understanding other souls, and spreading love. Giving is not losing, but gaining. It is how we enrich our souls, how we sow seeds of love, and then, one day, we will reap much better things. Passion is the fire that ignites life. It urges us to overcome all difficulties and challenges, to pursue what we love, and to turn dreams into reality. Respect is not just treating others kindly, but respecting differences, opposing viewpoints, because it is in diversity that we learn so much. Creativity is not an innate ability of a few people, but a hidden potential within each of us. Dare to think differently, dare to do differently, to create unique and meaningful things. New beginnings. Don't be afraid to start over from scratch. Every new beginning is an opportunity to correct mistakes, to learn from experience, and to become stronger. Optimism is not an illusion, but a choice, a positive attitude. It helps us view problems more objectively and find the best solutions. Self-respect is not arrogance, but the ability to recognize your own worth, to constantly improve yourself, and to live a meaningful life without shame to your conscience. Connection. In this increasingly isolated world, connecting with people around you, with nature, with yourself, is extremely important. It brings peace and happiness. Forgiving yourself. This is sometimes even harder than forgiving others. But it is an important step to free yourself from the burdens of the past and move forward. Living fully is not doing everything perfectly, but living with all your enthusiasm, passion, and gratitude, so that every moment becomes memorable and meaningful. Gratitude, like a tonic for the soul. It helps us view life with a more positive lens, turning ordinary things into small miracles. Patience is not passively waiting, but working tirelessly, with a firm belief in your goal, and never giving up on your dream. Inner happiness is not something we can find externally, but a treasure hidden deep within our soul. It blossoms from peace, gratitude, and self-acceptance. The power of words. Every word we utter has the power to build or destroy. Speak kind, encouraging words, and inspire, to make life better. Friendship, a precious gift that life bestows. It is sharing, understanding, and unconditional support, a place where we can find comfort and joy in difficult times. Self-love is not selfishness, but the foundation for us to genuinely love others. Because when we are full of love, we can give most completely. Hopefully these quotes have touched your heart, brought you moments of deep reflection and helped you find your own value in every moment of life. Let these words be a source of inspiration and motivation for you to live a full and meaningful life. If you love inspirational shares like this, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next meaningful content. Your support is a great motivation for us to continue spreading good values.